Welcome to today's edition of the Sports Debate on Ghanaweb TV. On today's episode, we are asking between Samuel Kuffour, Stephen Appiah, Asamoah Gyan and Tony Baffoe, who could become the GFA President in the near future. With me, Emmanuel Enin, I'm going to interact with some GIJ students on what they think about the issue on board. So I have two handsome gentlemen here who are greatly in love with Ghana football. So we are going to find out from them who, among the four Ghanaian football players that we've mentioned, who they think could become the GFA boss. Now let me start from my right side. Who do you think could become the GFA boss between Samuel Kuffour, Asamoah Gyan, Stephen Appiah and Tony Baffoe?
I think Asamoah Gyan could become the GFA boss. And this is because Asamoah Gyan is not only considered as the greatest Ghanaian footballer, but he's also considered by many as the GOAT of Ghanaian football.
So you think Asamoah Gyan is the GOAT?
Yes, the GOAT of Ghanaian football. And with the experience he has following the World Cup and the African Cup, I think he can impact that into Ghanaian football and it will work for us. Yeah.
So you stand by your point that Asamoah Gyan is the greatest of all time, ahead of Tony Baffoe?
Yes.
Ahead of Stephen Appiah?
Yes.
Ahead of Abedi?
Ahead of anybody.
Okay, so you heard it right from him that Asamoah Gyan is the greatest of all time in terms of Ghana football. Now to my left, and who do you think among the four could become the GFA boss?
Oh, I think it could be Stephen Appiah. Because we know what he has done for Ghana. He was the first, captain to take us to the World Cup.
Sure.
Yeah, and also with his performance so far, we can see he's really improving, and even I think he's even the part of the coaches right
the
now.
Black Stars,
the Black Stars
management committee.
Yeah, so I think if he gets the chance to be the GFA president, it will be very good. Yeah, that's what I think.
Now, your brother said Asamoah Gyan is the greatest of all time in terms of Ghana football.
Okay.
Do you accept?
Yeah, I accept. I agree with him, because if you look at the World Cup we went on 2010, he has been the best goal scorer ever, the whole Africa. So I think I agree with him on that.
You agree with him that Asamoah Gyan is the greatest of all time?
But I don't agree for him to be the GFA president. That is for sure. No, he can't.
All right, so these are my friends here who think that this one says Asamoah Gyan could become the GFA boss, and he is also rooting for Stephen Appiah to become the GFA boss. But they made a bold statement that Asamoah Gyan is the greatest of all time in Ghana football. So I have one handsome gentleman here that I'm going to ask that between Kuffour, Tony Baffoe, Stephen Appiah and Asamoah Gyan, who could become the next GFA president? Who do you think among the four could become the GFA president?
For now, I think I'll vote for Kuffour, because ideally, for me, the competent person could have been Tony Baffoe, but he has so many international duties he has to attend to. I mean, he has been a FIFA commissioner for World Cups and FIFA events. So for me, if he should have asked me, I would have chosen Tony Baffoe, but he won't pick up. Then the second option would have been Kuffour, who I think is currently with the management committee. So he is a potential GFA boss. Asamoah Gyan, you beg him. I mean, the pain is still there. So Charlie,
they still feel pain from the 2010
yeah,
penalty.
so he should just Olemonko himself. And then who is the next person?
Stephen Appiah.
Tornado, he's a leader, but I don't think when it comes to managing a whole football association, he can. So I think the option would have been Kuffour, if you should ask me. But for me, my preferred choice would have been Tony Baffoe.
But in terms of football administration, Stephen Appiah has been with the Black Stars management committee two times. So he has some kind of experience.
It's not about experience, though. It's about on the job field. You see, Kuffour has been on so many platforms compared to Stephen Appiah. If you are looking at competence, if you should ask me, I'd rather go in for Kuffour and not Stephen Appiah. I think with time, he should be on this current management committee. He can even help Kuffour in his tenure as the GFA boss. But I don't think it's ever ready. No offense, no hard feelings, Tornado. I really like you, but I don't think we are capable for now to handle the GFA. That's my honest opinion.
Okay, so he tips Samuel Kuffour to be the next GFA president among the four names on board. Between Samuel Kuffour, Asamoah Gyan, and Tony Baffoe and Stephen Appiah. Who do you think could become the GFA boss in the near future? Now I have with me two gentlemen here, and I'm going to ask them in a few minutes. Let me turn to my right and start from this man right here. Who do you think among the four could become the GFA president?
For me, I would tip Stephen Appiah because he has been with the Ghana Football Association during the AFCON from 20. Is it the one that we went to Egypt?
Yeah, no, the
2018, 2019, then 2021. So he has been with the GFA. He knows the terrain of the GFA. So for me, I would tip Stephen Appiah to be the GFA boss. But that notwithstanding, if Samuel Kuffour can also take the mantle, I will not be surprised. As for Asamoah Gyan, I don't think he's into that managerial role that he can manage the GFA. So I will choose between Stephen Appiah then Sammy Kuffour.
Okay. Young man, who do you think among the four could become the GFA president?
Yeah, I also think Stephen Appiah is eligible for this position because he has played a very important role in Ghana football, like helping Ghana to qualify for World Cup and many more things. And then Asamoah Gyan too can step in for the role, but I think Stephen Appiah is more eligible than Asamoah Gyan.
Okay. So these two gentlemen think Stephen Appiah is the ideal man to become the GFA boss in the near future. But quickly,
one more thing: the fact that you are a legend, you play good football, that doesn't give you the money that you can be the GFA boss or something like that. Football is different from managing an administration. Okay. So you see a lot of administrators weren't footballers, but they were successful. You can talk the like of Yiti Mensah, Neil Ante Van der Poel. The fact that you play football doesn't mean that you can handle the administration aspect of the team.
So with what you are saying, we have Tony Baffoe in there, who has been the deputy general secretary of
As for Tony Baffoe, he has the experience from CAF. So maybe I don't know whether they are learning administration courses behind the scene or something like that. But as for Tony Baffoe, he has been with the CAF, so he has the experience. But our Ghana football is different from managing CAF. That is pros and cons in our Ghana football. This juju something and this I came before you something. So the fact that you've managed CAF doesn't mean that you can manage Ghana football. Ghana football is different from, though CAF is big, but Ghana football here is different from CAF. And playing as a legend or scoring more goals cannot guarantee you to manage the administration of our football.
All right, so this is what these two gentlemen think regarding the topic on board. So I have one gentleman here, handsome gentleman. I'm going to ask him between Kuffour, Asamoah Gyan, Stephen Appiah and Tony Baffoe, who do he think could become the GFA president in the near future? So among the four.
I think among the four, I'll go for Tony Baffoe. Okay. Because if you look at his transition after his playing days, where he went and where he is now, we all know that Tony Baffoe has been with CAF. At a point in time, he was the assistant CAF general secretary. He has worked with many committees when it comes to African Cup of Nations, and also even in FIFA World Cups, in youth tournaments. He has the experience when it comes to administration. And when it comes to Professional Footballers Association of Ghana, I think he's their president and he's up there. So when it comes to administrative works, I think Tony Baffoe is ahead of all the three of them. And I think the next person who can maybe come in place is Sammy Kuffour, looking at his stint with Bayern Munich and also his few stints with the Ghana Football Association and other committees on CAF. So I think that it's between the two of them, but then I'll still go for Tony Baffoe as the main one.
So you don't think Stephen Appiah and Asamoah Gyan stand a chance?
They stand a chance, but then as we speak now, if you look at the experience of these four, I think Tony Baffoe has the experience when it comes to administration, because playing football is different from administering football. So I think Tony Baffoe is at the top. Yeah.
Tony Baffoe could become Samuel too.
Exactly. He could become Samuel too. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
All right.
So between Stephen Appiah, Kuffour, Asamoah Gyan, and Tony Baffoe, who do you think could become the GFA president in the near future?
All of these four players have been great players for Ghana. They have played so well. They have risen the flag of Ghana internationally. And so they all deem it fit to be the GFA for Ghana. But I think Asamoah Gyan can one day become a GFA president for Ghana. He has done a lot for Ghana. Although there are one or two hindrances, there were things that games that he played that didn't go well. But I think Gyan is one player that Ghanaians can never forget. He's the leading scorer for Ghana internationally. And so Asamoah Gyan can become a GFA president. I am also looking forward to Stephen Appiah. You know, he has also been one great Ghanaian international, playing at top level with Juventus and all of that. So he can also become, just like we have Samuel Eto'o being the president for Cameroon.
So I have one handsome football fan here that I'm going to ask between Samuel Osei Kuffour, Tony Baffoe, Asamoah Gyan, and Stephen Appiah. Who do he think that can become the GFA president?
Yeah.
So among the four that I mentioned, who do you think could become the GFA president?
I think so let's start by eliminating. Okay. So I'm going to take off Stephen Appiah. Stephen Appiah is not more of an outspoken person, you know that, and he's more of the celebrity model type. So I don't think we would even want to go for him. Right. Now let's come to the Asamoah Gyan Asamoah Gyan, for now, it is not possible at this moment, maybe in the future. But then with Sammy Kuffour and Tony Baffoe, I think Tony Baffoe has what it takes to become a GFA president. And then interestingly, you know, recently I was talking to someone about how even not for GFA president, I think it gets to a point where the government has to start putting sports people into the ministry. You understand? You see, what's the name?
Mustafa.
What does he know? Come on, it's sad. It's sad because it's about time where we put NDC and PP aside and we put the people who have a passion for these. Yes, they have passion for these things, and then we put them there. So I think Tony Baffoe is an ideal person that we are looking forward to become a GFA president or even the Minister of Youth and Sports.
So we want Tony Baffoe to become the Minister of Youth and Sports one day.
He has the capabilities. I don't know. I think you guys are in the spirit, because jokes aside, this week that is what I've been discussing with my friends recently, and we actually spoke about Tony Baffoe. Yeah. So it's just like I was just prepared. It's like a test that I'm prepared for now. So I think that he for now he has what it takes to lead. And those watching out there, to our people watching out there, please, we need sports people to man their affairs. Come on, boss. We need sports people to man their affairs, or else we'll move back. Do you know that the Ghana Premier League as of now has no sponsor?
Yeah.
What does that?
So how would you rate the sports minister?
The sports minister?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it depends. You know, it's an aspect. Working as a minister with others, I think he has done well. But as a football person who knows in and out, see, there's no way the sports minister would have allowed a state of match would have happened at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. I get to me. There's no way that would have happened. A real sports minister, football person who knows that, who has played football, knows that pitch, there's no way the student should go and match on that pitch. So I think because and with the way he has handled the Blasters recently, I would give him a 6/10, which means that we need a sports person to be there. You get it? Yeah. Right. Yeah. So Yusuf Basigi is not a sports person, and we should Mustafa. Yusuf Mustafa. I don't know. I just feel I'm so bored anytime I feel that. No. So five. In fact, 5 for his name. 5.
So you heard from him, and he believes Tony Baffoe is the ideal person to become the GFA boss in the near future, and he gives Mustafa Yusuf, who is the current Minister of Youth and Sports, 5/10. There you have it. Some says Osei Kuffour, some says Asamoah Gyan. Others also believe Stephen Appiah or Tony Baffoe could become the next GFA president in the near future. What do you also think? Let me know in the comment section. This is Ghanaweb TV. I'm Emmanuel Enin, and this is Sports Debate.